Hello, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. Although it's rather more an aerospace program, well, more of an air program right at the minute. I've been given another contract by the nice kind of people at Anomaly Scan, or whatever their name is. Investigate an Arctic crash site, and that's that up there, that waypoint that I can see. And I'm allegedly about 3 minutes out. Beginning to fall out of the sky, which is probably not what I want. And I've got my prototype autopilot is kind of running, and that's keeping my speed at about 600 meters per second. And it's done a pretty good job of it, I have to say. I've started having a go. There's a little display down here about pitch, but that's not doing what I want it to do at all. I would quite like to be able to set my pitch, say, go to pitch 0, and it'll control the pitch control, so it's always 0. And then I can say, once I can set a pitch to a particular angle or a particular pitch, I can start saying, okay, now find a pitch that will give you this vertical speed, and then I can have one that says, okay, this altitude. So I set an altitude. That sets a vertical speed depending on where I already am, and that then sets a pitch. So I can then say I want to fly at 10,000 meters, and it will just take me there and stick at 10,000 meters. I mean, I'd even be happy just to do a straight and level, just be say pitch 0, vertical speed 0, bank 0, just straight and level. But obviously, actually making a full-on autopilot would be kind of cool. But I haven't got that to work yet. Yeah, I may have the signs wrong. So instead of when I have a negative pitch, it says, "Oh, I will, do a positive pitch to compensate for that." It doesn't seem to do that, so never mind, eh? What don't I need? I've set up the BT-DT scanner is scanning at the minute, but there's nothing. It's not found anything yet because I'm still over 100 kilometers away. So we'll see how that all goes. This is my redesigned B2 flyer. Really all I've done is stick some whacking. I've got the very big wings from these are the biggest wings you can get. So I've whacked those on there. I might want to reconfigure this because I don't like these air intakes. They look ugly. So I might change it such that so at the moment I've just kind of stuck, here's the fuel, and then I've stuck engines on the back, so effectively that whole thing's a jet engine. I like that. Maybe I could put some engines on the side, maybe have a proper tail. There are options. It is pretty good. I've noticed that it has a tendency to kind of drift off on roll a lot. Don't know why that would be. But then I'm not very good at making planes, so there you go. Its pitch ability is much better than my previous effort. When I went for the thing in the mountains, this works a lot better in terms of pitch, if nothing else. Right, so allegedly I'm about 2 minutes out. I should possibly start thinking in terms of like landing this thing. Oh, I'm not doing an EVA report, not now, good lord, no. Yeah, so this is way up in the kind of Arctic regions. So with a bit of luck, I'm going to be able to land on the ice. Yeah, I think I might start ignoring it. You can see it's drifted off pitch again. Off roll, I mean. There we go. I may well want to start heading downwards. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit Action Group 10, which closes this program. And I'm going to head down a bit. I'm going to cut back the throttle as well. That's something I needed to add to my even my current little autopilot. Go away, you go away. Ah, go away! There you go. Because at the moment I've hard coded 600 meters per second as my well, that's freed up a lot of space. That's good. 600 meters per second as my kind of speed. It was just a number. It's not a bad cruising number. I think, but I don't have. I have not given it the capability of changing that, which would be kind of useful. I wonder if that's telling me about the EVA again. It is. Go away. I will EVA if I ever get this thing on the ground. I wonder if I'm feeling brave enough to do a bit of a time warp. Ooh. Started wobbling quite a lot at time warp times 3. Well, yeah. Shut up. EVA, EVA, EVA. No, I'm not going to EVA. What's my speed? It's down quite a bit. I wonder if I should put air brakes on this thing. So I'm coming down more or less. Well, that is not what I wanted to do. But you saw how responsive. That was quite responsive. Unless you know stuff about airplanes, maybe that was awful. I don't know. Yeah, I think I need to know things like glide slopes and like, okay, I'm 60 kilometers away from that waypoint. At what point? When do I want to start going down? When do I want to start slowing down? When do I want to start thinking about all that kind of stuff? And that is in fact stuff I don't know. Place that there so you can see it. I don't need Kerbal laptop at all. I'll just put that down here. Actually, no. I'll put this down here. Because that way, if anything comes up, it'll shove underneath me, underneath my portrait. So basically, I've spent 20 odd minutes playing around with my autopilot script while approaching the aircraft. Now I noticed that it's been about 10 minutes of recording time because I have a little display. My ETA's gone up. I have slowed down a fair amount, so maybe that's it, but even so. In fact, I'm going to put my throttle up a little bit more. Been slowing down quite a bit. Possibly too much. And I do have parachutes on this thing, so in an emergency I'll just... Oh, I just remembered something. I haven't fixed that problem with the parachutes all being on the all being on the one side. That's aggravating. Right, okay. Right, those are balanced, so we'll grab those and we'll put them in there. And those are both, yes. I haven't fixed that problem. Oh, that's annoying. I was in the VAB as well, putting on these great big wings. And I didn't think to, I'd forgotten about that entirely. So I'm really not going to want to do that. I'm going to actually want to try and land properly, which could be entertaining. Because the ground is looking rather more lumpy than I would like. Okay, so let's head a bit further towards. And I'd really quite like to land. So I'll be able to get close to the waypoint and see what's there. Let's risk a bit of a fast forward. Oh no, we're back. I keep having this glitch where things get very, very slow indeed. Right, this is looking reasonably flat. So I'm going to throttle down a bit more. I don't know what altitude that's at, is a part of the problem. My vertical speed back up to ah yes, I need to start paying attention to that. My terrain altitude. Let's put our gear down, I think. I wonder if I've not left this a little late. My engine is practically off at this stage. Okay, light's good. Actually going to flare to try and lose some speed. And then let's get down. Okay, so I found something. Oh dear. Right, our engines are currently off. Kind of like to land before I get to that bit, but I don't know if I'm going to. Fairly sure you're not meant to land on hills. I think that's a bad plan. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're on something resembling ground. I'm standing on the brakes. My throttle is off. Okay. I'm now also quite a ways away from where I want to be, so we'll now turn this into basically a rover. And we'll taxi it over. Huh. I didn't realise those tail fins were doing quite so much work. I think I'll do for the moment. See, if I'd known those tail fins were doing quite as much work as they are, I might not have bothered with those things. And they may be causing problems because I've suddenly realised they're doing pitch and yaw and roll and a lot of things where I really only want them to be doing yaw. That is interesting. Kind of shows, this is an ugly, ugly craft. This kind of shows you stuff that you need to know when you're designing aircraft. Okay. Now there's a small hill to deal with, but we'll deal with that when we get done. I'm just going to quick save. Did I quick save? Yeah, quick save. Just going to time warp a bit. I've had problems with doing this where I suddenly exploded. But things are relatively flat here, so I think I'm safe. This way I'm not actually going ridiculously fast. I am just fast forwarding through the boring bits, which I feel is acceptable. Still 1.5 kilometers away, so it must be on the other side of that hill. And I'm about to run out of flat ground. And I'm also beginning to run out of forward speed. So I'll give a tiny bit of boost. Actually got some lift off there, which is really not what I want. Right, a little bit of a slope. But you can see I've actually got a fair. Wonder if I might. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm going backwards. I've got some speed, but I have now cut off the engines. I'm putting them back on a bit now. Jet-powered rovers. What more do you want, eh? They make perfect sense. I don't want to get out and walk. Come on. Do with the wings being able to fold up, actually. The wings are kind of getting in the way. Let's gently with the throttle. I don't want to be taken off. Taking off at this stage would be a problem. Just want to get over this little hill, and this should be. I think if I'm open. Right. Okay. Right. So I got over the rise. I don't know if you. I don't think you saw that. Because my recording software is occasionally not recording. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. But anyway, ooh, I think I might want to stop soon. Right, so a good thing it's recording now. It's recording right when something interesting is happening, so that's good. Standing on the brakes. So now gravity is what's letting us get closer. I'm suddenly wondering if I vaguely remember having a craft very similar to this, and suddenly discovering really at the last moment that there was a problem with the getting out of it. But I could be wrong about it. I can't remember. Right. I think this is as close as we're going to get, so I'm just going to click on the brakes. And Arnica is my 2.5 star. Why am I bothering? It's just instinct now. Oh, come on. There we go. Shack to let go and then climb back and then grab. Keep that. So let's go have a look. Investigate the crashed vessel. Vessel type EVA, location crashed vessel. So here we are. So I just need to do whatever it is that counts as investigating. Well, that's highlights are a bit blown out there. A bit bright, so maybe it's kind of hard to look at. This does look to be a very interestingly shaped thing. I have now investigated it. Investigation. We're not alone. 121,875 Kerbal bucks, but not 25 signs. Kind of nice. That thing doesn't look like it came from Kerbal. No, it really kind of doesn't. So Arnica is going to take I don't know if I can usefully take another surface level. Crash site. We are not alone. Annika's going to hurry back to the ship. It's not really a ship, it's an airplane. He's going to hurry back to the airplane. What are you wanting? I've done an EVA report, you daft thing. What are you talking about? I'm getting bored. So there you go. That's the Arctic crash site investigated. And on that mysterious note, I will bid you farewell, and I'll say thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. Come find nearlyofdice at nearlyofdice.com, and you can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars and believe the truth is out there.